Your last name is Vesti, so do you wear a vest?
No, I don't typically wear a vest, but maybe I should start doing that.
Hello, I'm Oscar,
Hello, I'm Luna.
and this is In Convo with Kids.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm Fred. Nice to meet you.
I'm Oscar.
I'm Luna.
Nice to meet you. Well, I've been excited to speak to you today. I've heard you have some questions for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quite nervous.
What's your favourite flavour of ice cream?
Ooh, favorite flavor ice cream. I have a strong opinion on ice cream because I love ice cream, and it's probably it is coconut.
I like chocolate chip.
Oh, that's a good one as well.
I like chocolate chip as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
How scary is Toto Wolff?
I think you've met him, right?
Yeah.
Is it true that you can be really scary?
No. No, I'm really nice all the time.
He's the scariest. He's really scary. Don't tell him that because he will tell me off.
Toto is pretty scary. He's a tall man, but he's a great leader, and he has given everyone in this team so much. And we're trying to win world championships, and yeah, he's leading that process.
If you had a time machine, where would you go?
I'd probably travel back into the 1990s to race in Formula One against Ayrton Senna. That would be a dream for me. Where would you go?
I don't know where I'd go yet.
No, that's it.
I would go to prehistoric times. What does a third driver do?
Good question. As a third driver, I spend a lot of time in the simulator. I'll also be traveling to the races. So the main job is to be ready if Kimi or George is sick. I need to know the rules. I need to be fit to drive the car. It's a bit stressful sometimes because you can wake up and having to drive without being prepared.
How much pocket money did you get as a kid?
Ooh. So my dad used to make me work quite a lot for those pocket money, which I think I was grateful for because I knew I had some tasks to do, and I got some money. So that was nice.
Where's your favourite place to go on holiday? What is the best thing to do there?
So I travel a lot. I basically live in an airplane all the time. So going home to my family is quite nice. It's probably my favorite holidays. But if I have to choose a country, probably Greece. It's quite nice. Where do you go?
I like Ireland.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I would go to maybe New York, maybe.
New York? I've been to New York. It's a nice place.
Who was your hero when you was a kid?
Probably my dad, to be honest. I was never really looking up to any sports people or anything, but my dad was always working so hard, especially working to give me the best opportunity to race. So I've always looked up to my dad, and he's done so much for my career.
Why is your racing helmet green?
My dad decided my first helmet, and it was yellow, and I didn't like it. So I changed it to green, and I sort of stuck with that. I just like the bright color. You can always see it on track, even far away. It's easy to spot. So it's always been my favorite color.
What's the biggest lie you ever told?
Oh, probably I told my friends I was the fastest at the racetrack. Maybe I wasn't.
What's your bedtime?
10 o'clock.
Mine's 7 o'clock.
So I used to go to bed at 7.
7.
You?
Mine's 7.
Yeah, sensible. I think it's a good number.
As a driver for Mercedes, do they give you a free car?
A free car doesn't exist, but I do have a nice Mercedes. And I'm happy to drive the Mercedes car for sure.
Your last name is Vesti, so do you wear a vest?
No, I don't typically wear a vest, but maybe I should start doing that.
What do you do when you're in a car and you need to use the toilet?
That's a good question, and it can be very painful actually, because we can't really get out, and we're not going to win the race. So you just got to hold on, and it can be pretty painful. But you try to prepare yourself before every race. But yeah, it's what it is. You have to win the race.
What was the naughtiest thing you done when you was a kid?
So I remember back in my school, we had this staircase, and it was quite a secret room because no kids were allowed to go there. But of course, me and my friends, one day I had to go, and we found some apple juice, some orange juice, and it wasn't for us, but we might have taken one or two of those.
How fast can you drive?
I think it's around 200 miles an hour, maybe even faster. So it's very fast, probably faster than Santa, I would think.
What's your favourite song?
Favorite song? So I'm from Denmark, and you won't probably know this song or the artist, but it's a Danish rapper-ish. And yeah, he just makes really cool songs about his life.
My favourite song's Look a Lush Life.
Nice.
Mine's AC/DC.
Okay, I listen to that when I'm cycling, actually. That's cool.
What's the best thing about Denmark?
Best thing about Denmark? Probably the food. That's one thing I miss living in the UK. Danish food is different, but it's very nice. And we have this rye bread with some toppings. You probably won't have ever seen it because it doesn't exist in the UK, but that's one thing I miss in the UK.
At Christmas, the people call you Fred Claus.
Fred Claus. They don't, but I should probably suggest that. It's a good one.
Does it get boring doing pit stop practice?
It can be pretty boring when you have to repeat the same thing all over, but usually we're trying to improve every time. So there's usually a target to hit, so that keeps it interesting at least.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Don't cry, it's just a joke.
If you weren't a racing driver, what would you be?
So I've always dreamed about being a racing driver since I was 8 years old. It's been my whole life, to be honest. But I think I would probably work with my dad. He has a car business and I love cars. I think that would make sense. Yeah, selling cars.
Will you remember me and Oscar in a day?
Absolutely.
Will you remember me and Oscar in a year?
No doubt. Will you remember me in 1 year?
Yes. Knock knock.
Who's there?
You forgot me already.
Can you do an impression of an F1 car going really fast?
I want to hear yours.
I don't want to do it.
No? You? That's fast.
Yeah. What's your favourite hobby?
My favorite hobby? So I'm very much into cycling when I'm not driving my race car. So probably cycling. I love traveling around the world, riding my bike in new places, exploring different countries. What's your hobby?
F1.
F1? Are you driving on the sim?
I practice at Daytona and Milton Keynes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's fun in the go-karts. You?
I like gymnastics.
Nice. I used to do a little bit when I was a kid. Thank you for all the questions.
It's okay.
It was amazing talking to you. And I will remember you in 1 year for sure.